All set now for the men's 3,000-meter final. Li Jun of China, the two-time world champion, is the overall leader. He wears the blue cap. Keep an eye on number 155. That's Apolo Anton Ohno of the United States. Only 13 points after being disqualified in the 1,000-meter race. But he's still dangerous because he's upset and extremely talented. Perhaps the most talented in this group. The yellow and blue is Korea. There are 3 Koreans in this race, and certainly they will try to help each other, as will Canada, 3 Canadians.
Like I said, Tim, the Canadians being so strong, you know, 2 of them only have 3 points, but that gets them into the final. That's able to help each other because then they can kind of team skate. But once again, we see the Koreans 1, 2, 3 right there together in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position.
By team skate, we mean one goes wide, one stays tight. They use a blocking method, as we saw in the women's 3,000, blocking out Yang Yang A and taking what would have been her 7th world title away from her. The leader right now, the Canadian, Jonathan Guillemette, number 83.
Well, and like you said, Tim, I think Apolo, he's probably a little disappointed in how this competition has gone thus far. This is something he wants to say he at least won 1 race while he was here.
23 laps to go. We'll be back to the men's 3,000-meter final right after this. Welcome back to the men's 3,000-meter event. It is the 4th and final race in these World Championships. It's 1, 2, 3 Korea, and they are now using team strategy to block everybody else out. Number 155, right there on the right of your screen, is Apolo Anton Ohno of the United States, but he is having a tough time finding himself in the lead.
Well, and I think the one skater we really got to look at is who's in 2nd. That's An from Korea. He's sitting in 2nd overall, so he's trying to let his skaters work for him. But now we got Apolo making a move. And we can't forget about Lee from China with a blue helmet cover on. He's in the overall lead, but he's got to finish ahead of An to be able to take the overall title.
Ohno currently in 3rd place. Behind him, the overall leader wearing the blue cap, Li Jun.
And I think Lee thinks that's a perfect spot for him because I think he thinks if Apolo's going, I'm going right with him.
Well, they've broken up the Koreans, and now here goes Apolo trying to split the difference. There's contact. We'll wait and see if there was impeding. I think they're okay. No ruling from the judges yet.
Apolo there, right there with An. But like I said, Apolo wants a little redemption. He wants to win this race.
Hyun-Soo of Korea, the 17-year-old who was the 2002 World Junior Champion, still leads Apolo Ohno. Apolo Ohno trying to really press him.
They are going for it, but An is just skating away from him. Apolo doesn't have enough in the tank right now.
They'll laugh as they come around. It's Hyun-Soo of Korea and Apolo Anton Ohno finishing 2nd.
And that's enough for An to win the World Championships. First as a junior, now as a senior. What a great set of races for An.
The 17-year-old Korean who got everybody's attention at the Olympics. He finished 2nd this year in the World Cup standings. As you mentioned, the 2002 World Junior Champion, very fast, very small, very dangerous, and now the world overall speed skating champion. What a great job. He is now the top short tracker as we look at the men's 3,000-meter super final. Hyun-Soo with the 34 points, enough to put him over the top. Apolo Anton Ohno, a disappointing 21 points. That is not enough. Suk-Woo finishes 3rd. The overall standings, there he is, Hyun-Soo. Li Jun of China 2nd. Suk-Woo of Korea is 3rd. And a disappointing 4th for Apolo Anton Ohno, who is now with Bonnie Blair.
Apolo 2nd in the 3,000 meters, which was a very strong race for you, but probably the overall not exactly what you expected.
Well, you know, definitely I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to be on that podium, you know, but, you know, I had a couple mistakes this weekend, a couple bad races. My first 1,500 meter, you know, I wanted to do a little better, but, you know, I skated all the way to the end, and, you know, I definitely jumped up a couple positions, so I came over 4th overall. And for me, you know, it's not bad, but definitely, I mean, honestly, I am a little disappointed. You know, I want to be on the podium, but at the same time, you know, it's just a building ground. So it was a good test for me to see where I was at.
Okay, well, we wish you all the best of luck and look forward to seeing you next year. Okay, back to Tim.